This show has been brought to you by Smith's Detection and the National Air Traffic Controllers Association.
My voice is the voice that guides you home safely each and every day.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
I am the voice of the safest and most efficient airspace in the world.
I have to be 100% of the time.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am a professional air traffic controller.
Thank you for watching. I'm Melissa Sabatine, and today we're one-on-one in the AAAE studio with Mike Salamone, the program manager for the Airport Cooperative Research Program. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Melissa.
Thanks
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for joining us.
Looking forward to it.
So for the folks who might be new to the industry, who are watching for the first time, can you give us your elevator speech on what the Airport Cooperative Research Program is and does?
Sure. Actually, we just celebrated our 10th year, and we produce research products which basically try to find solutions for problems that airports are experiencing. So basically, if an airport says they're having a problem doing something in particular, then we look for solutions. And when we find the solutions, we publish a report and we give that away to the industry. So the problems come from airports, the solutions are geared towards airports, and we use airports in coming up with those solutions. So it's all about trying to help airports do what they do better, more effectively, more efficiently.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So what are some examples of some of the research that's come out of the ACRP?
Boy, with over 400 publications, there's just about anything you could imagine that would have an impact on an airport's operations. So we look at landside, terminal, general aviation issues, wildlife issues. There's a ton of environmental issues that we work on, whether it's water quality or working with your community on noise. And then there's higher level things where maybe the CEO is interested in conducting a strategic plan or wants to work with the community on marketing or communicating what the airport's issues and missions are. All of those things we've touched upon, but there's still a lot of things that we have yet to do, and we're looking for the next issues.
So speaking of the next issues, the way the research is born is through something called a problem statement. And there's a deadline coming up.
Right.
Could you explain or talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so, okay, so we call it a problem statement. It's basically just someone's idea of a solution that would help them do what they do better. So if an airport practitioner, if an airport executive has a problem or has an issue that they're having some difficulty with, or perhaps they've worked through a problem, found the solution, but they'd like to see that solution shared with the rest of the industry. Then what they do is they submit that idea to us. We work with others in the industry to try to develop that into a project. And it's that original idea, that spark, if you will, of an idea of what could help the industry that we're looking for. And right now we're soliciting problem statements, research ideas, and we continue to solicit those ideas all year long.
Now you mentioned ACRP is 10, so happy birthday. And so there are a lot of interesting things have been going on. There's a lot of growth and there's a lot of strategic things that you're working on to deal with the management of the program and getting better research results. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Sure. The 10-year anniversary sort of prompted us to take a look at how the program runs. And so we conducted a strategic plan. And we looked at a lot of issues around the program, how the program functions within the National Academies of Science, Engineering, Medicine, how the Transportation Research Board does its similar programs in other modal industries. But the Oversight Committee basically identified 4 key issues that it wants to focus on. One of them has to do with the flow of ideas that come into the program. So the development of problem statements. We can do more to facilitate and help the industry bring their problems, if you will, to us. Another was how do we get those solutions out to the industry? So dissemination is a big strategic initiative in ACRP. And then a third is talking about new audiences. We've recently worked on communicating and engaging with young professionals. And it takes a completely different approach than what we've been doing traditionally. So that's a new initiative. And then the last is helping airports take our research and implement it. And that's a new initiative that's coming in ACRP as well. So those 4 issues have come out of the strategic plan.
Very good. Now, how does someone become involved in ACRP, whether they're someone who works at an airport or they're one of our corporate members?
There are a number of different ways. Every single project that we have in ACRP, we look for a group of subject matter experts that can help guide that project. And so anyone that works in the industry is eligible for one of those project panels. The panel will help us scope the RFP, select the contractor that does the work, and then watch as the contractor goes through the research phase to make sure that what comes out of that project is the greatest value to the airport industry. So participating on a project panel is one way that practitioners can get engaged in ACRP.
And the ACRP pays for the travel of the
Absolutely.
panelists, correct?
Yeah, we try to minimize the impact that it has on those individuals, and so we'll pay for travel expenses and whatnot. There are a number of people in the industry who get paid for what they do and the essential services that they provide to airports, consultancies. They can also do research and get paid by ACRP to do the research. All of our projects are competitively selected, so they would have to submit a proposal, and our panels then would review and select from among the proposals that come in, but that's another way. We also have other ways that people can get involved. So a lot of, shall we call ourselves mature practitioners in the industry who've been in the industry for a number of years, we have something called the Ambassador Program. And basically this is a group of practitioners who volunteer to help communicate ACRP to the rest of the industry. We bring them in, we give them training, we provide them with the materials and the equipment, and then they can go out to different conferences all over the country and talk about what ACRP meant to them and perhaps what some of the new issues are in ACRP. Mm-hmm. And then we also have a new program for young professionals called Champions. And what do young professionals look for and need the most as they start their career? They look for knowledge. And oftentimes ACRP has published something that would be good knowledge for them, but they also look for experience. And ACRP has a completely well-developed network of practitioners all around the industry. So our champions can go out and meet and talk with people in the industry. As a champion, they also have the access to all of our products and all of our publications. And so we look to help develop champions into airport executives for the future.
Now, would the students at our AAA student chapters be eligible to join that program?
Yes, we are going to expand this year our Champions program to include students who are not necessarily employed in the industry, but are planning to get degrees and education to become airport executives. So yes.
That's terrific. So now, will you be at the AAA annual conference in Long Beach?
Absolutely.
So you'll have a booth there. People can stop by and talk to you more about the ACRP and how to get involved and any of the ways that you described.
Yep. We would enjoy talking with anybody about that. So that'd be great.
Well, great. Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. For more information on the ACRP, please follow the links below or visit the AAA website. I'm Melissa Sabatine.